All right, we got some things to talk about. A bit a week
Things?
late.
Yeah, things.
Yeah, those things and stuff.
We've been wearing the same clothes.
Well, yeah, we're here to talk about our trip to Nets for the Vanguard Team League and our experiences there and back.
I was still shocked that we actually managed to top a regional. So it's like, all right, free trip to California.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
Don't we need to get emailed soon? Oh, here's one.
Here's the email.
We don't have your stuff. Why?
Why don't you?
We've been over that one.
So we went over that. You know about Extreme Games not sending the information like they said they would,
Anyway,
but
so
let's
yeah.
go to
Story
day
starts
of.
around what? Thursday of last week when I finally started packing.
Yeah.
And then it's only then that the excitement actually starts sinking in.
Jokes on you,
And
I
I'm
packed Friday night.
Yeah, well,
Just the same.
So let's start off on Saturday morning.
I couldn't sleep because excitement. So of course I'm not feeling so great in the morning.
I
but at
stayed
least
up
I'm
too
on.
long and I just went to sleep and woke up. So had my parents drop me off at Elliot's house. We stayed there for a while, talked about the new releases, and then we had you pop up there. It's like, well,
Something resembling breakfast, the things you'd expect.
we're all here now.
Let's
Go 50 minutes
go.
early.
And of course, on the way out the door, our driver misses the very first turn. Come on! I'm right here! It's right there! How do you even?
Man, you're so mad about that.
Yeah, I was on her ass the rest of the way to the airport.
It's okay. We managed to get there and not be sent.
Apologies to our driver.
Anyway,
She's not the reason why we're talking about
we
this.
got there 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
Hours early.
when we were supposed to, basically. And of course, we get through security in seconds.
because we barely.
The first time.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
packed light.
We brought, just the basics. Anything that, might not have gone through, we didn't bring. I.e. food.
I eat food and liquids.
Yeah.
But
And
apparently,
apparently
salt-
small bags of non-perishables are fine.
Yeah. That's safe.
Something,
Useful to know.
yeah, something to note for people who are going traveling and haven't done it recently or often.
If not, just devour it all.
On the spot.
And then, we get in the plane.
Elliot's first time on the plane,
Yeah,
He's not.
so that was fun.
it wasn't
Yes.
comfortable.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for him, but it was fun for me.
Feels.
But that's where things started happening for Elliot.
Yeah, altitude shifts, man. Head was full of fat on
One
the
of my
way up.
ears needed to pop, while the other one was about to get filled with some weird air pressure.
And that's when Elliot discovered the on airline games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, what? Yeah. What was it called? Anagrammaramia?
Whatever it was terrible
You know, all
because
this series of letters.
this is just the sort of stuff that should be on the AVGN but isn't. Now let's explain why these games are freaking terrible.
As Dan has a special present for us, hopefully.
You can't hold down the freaking directional buttons. You have to keep clicking them, or the cursor doesn't move. What the?
And some words that you think would work don't actually work unless you type it in twice. This was the first word we tried to use. For some reason, it didn't sit well with the game. Nor did this work. I should have zoomed in a bit more, but
It says Chode. We really
Yeah.
can't say.
I don't know why it didn't sit.
And it's funny.
This is an actual word.
Well, it's funny
Apparently they don't
because
like
he did actually put in some words that didn't work the first time, and then when the timer ran out,
It said
the
they were
words
there.
they were on the list. It
are you
was
I know
doing?
this was a bit of a stretch, and I also apologize to some of our viewers, but we really wanted this word to work.
niggas.
Well, you can say it.
Yes, I can, and I will.
These are bears. War bears.
But anyway, continue, Elliot.
Yeah.
We at the landing.
I was just So mad at those games.
So anyway, we landed it in California fine. And that's where the
yeah.
first problem related to the free trip actually happened.
Yeah, so
No way to
airports
actually-
are labeled like crap, first of all.
But
We start walking one way because we think it's the way out, but then it's like, no, go back the way you came.
in fact, we came down a flight of stairs in the corner next to a door that says "Don't enter."
Of course.
We looked at the overpriced Burger King. It's like,
No, we're
Nope.
not doing
Yeah,
this.
like not $10 for a burger and fries. No, I'm good.
so we're outside the airport. It's like, all right, guys, what are we gonna do? Somebody was like, do you guys want a free shuttle? What's that? I mean, like, no, a shuttle bus. I was like, what's that?
No, a shuttle bus.
It's it'll get you where you want. It's just that you gotta wait for other people. It's cheaper. I was like, all right.
It's
let's
cheaper
do
than a
it.
taxi, and it was cheaper than a
It
taxi.
wasn't so bad. It just ended up being like
It's
60 altogether.
60 with the tip.
Yeah.
We just had to wait for like the whole roundabout, see if more people want to go.
And
Of
the
course
reason
not.
that we're bringing this up as a problem is because you know what? If we didn't have the $60, like if like we were making fun of your friend, we were saying, what if he didn't bring any money because they thought the whole thing would be paid off? How would he get to the hotel and back? And that's where
It's good that they were clear about.
it's good that they were clear about it, but it's still a thing to think about. What if we didn't
Yeah,
have
we
the
were walking out
ability
the door
to?
and saw all these dudes just standing there with signposts for people. Like, you know, why couldn't you just
Do that. Just reserve us a shuttle to get there.
We don't know how much that's going to cost you guys, but
60.
throwing money at
It
us,
was
so, like-
$60 with the tip. That means they would have to get paid $50 to get us there. And I don't think it's too much to ask for, considering most of the people who came there either came from the area or from the Long Beach airport, which is like not even a 10-minute drive from the hotel.
At least give us just estimates of what we need for time.
Yeah. Driver was a cool guy.
Yeah, drivers are nice at the very least.
But, you know, having to circle around the airport.
Yeah, it was.
Wait around even longer on the busy streets.
But just seeing the coast area and the highway was actually nice.
But it was nice seeing the stuff there. And there was one good thing about there. Freaking so much cooler there
Oh, God.
than
the
it
weather
is
was
here.
awesome.
Yeah, their weather was great.
Like, I was expecting hell. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I've been there before, but not by the coast area.
Yeah,
I know
coast
it's a crowded-
area is so much cooler
it's a
than
crowded
the
city,
mainland
so that probably explains
parts.
why it's bodily eats.
So we get to the Queen Mary, our final destination.
It looks great on the outside anyway.
Yeah, we texted Dietrich because he said so.
Never got answers, so never knew if he actually
He-
got
like,
got it or
he
not.
wanted to know, but what for?
I don't. Yeah, what for we don't know because
We get in, we check in at the desk.
Get our keys.
yep, got our keys, which we at least got to keep.
Yeah,
Walk into a room. It's like, all right, let's see where the mini fridge. Not there.
Looking,
not in
yeah,
this
looking for
closet.
something to cool our food, so we don't have to keep buying stuff.
It's not in this closet. Not
no
in
mini
that
fridge.
Closet. It's not in this
No,
closet.
no, you know what?
Why is there a
Yes.
fifth closet?
Why
Yeah.
is there a drawer and another drawer?
Long story short, I think I counted about 8 or 9 different closets.
Cabinets and
Closet
whatever.
cabinets. Not a
And-
fridge, not even a clock.
I didn't even notice until later that night. Man, there is no clock in this room.
Yeah, it is not a single thing to say what
How
time it
do you
is.
not?
There is a fan of death in there, though.
Yeah.
By which we mean a
A
fan
non-functional
that doesn't work.
I mean,
It says right underneath it, it does not
was
work.
labeled,
Yes.
but you know.
Yeah, what we haven't said is
Or,
little
you know,
holes.
these lights, because we were trying to fumble around.
Oh yeah,
figure out
we're
how
trying to
this
figure out which
works.
things
So,
activate
of
the
course,
lights.
we poked
Yes.
a nail.
Yeah, so we
trying
poked
to
this
turn
nail
one
sticking
on.
out of the lamp, thinking that it's the
No,
button
took a
to turn
switch.
it on, because it's dark and we don't know exactly if it's the thing. Press it, ow, nail.
Hell. No, so these lights were all turned on and off by buttons on the wall.
Buttons on various parts of the cabin.
I guess while it was still a sailing ship, it was like an intercom system or something.
Yeah.
Just modified.
Probably.
And then
we went-
the elevated doorways. It's like, all
Oh
right,
yeah,
let's go to
it's
that.
like even
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, Ellie almost fell over in the bathroom
Oh,
just walking
speaking of
in.
that bath.
And speaking of the bathroom, oh yeah,
Toothpaste.
Well, ignoring that,
That's not
it's
exactly a standard.
yeah. What is a standard though is a bathtub that you can freaking stand in.
It was
It was about here to here.
I don't know, maybe it was the size of this table.
Maybe even
or
a bit
so,
smaller.
But it
It's-
had a
The basin
curve.
was really narrow.
But it was about the standing space was about as wide as this mat.
Like, you couldn't stand up straight. It was,
It's like you had to stand on your side.
and, like,
It was difficult for me. Now just picture this guy trying to.
yeah.
Yeah, picture this guy or this
more than that,
guy that you
there
can't
was no
see.
stopper,
It's-
so you couldn't even use it as a bathtub.
Yeah.
Like, you
It's-
literally just had to stand there.
But it has three or four different knobs.
Oh yeah, all of them non-functional except for
the
like,
hot
middle.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these
Yes.
even here for? Take them out.
Oh, the
It's-
toilet.
Yeah, it was weird. Oh yeah, the sink kept on trickling. It never turns off.
Yeah, leaky faucets, both of them. The toilet you had to hold down a
Yeah,
lever.
this little lever that you have to push in and
would
just
just
hold
keep
it
going
there
continuously
until
while the
it
water
goes
would
out.
go.
Yeah.
But of
No,
course,
we
if you
should've-
didn't hold it down, it wasn't going to do it.
If you don't hold
No,
it down,
we
it just
should've
mixes
done-
the water. So you get
We
poop
should've
swirling
just
around.
propped a chair against that lever.
Yes. Yes.
To its
I'm going to
credit,
drain
that
this
lever
scene.
was amusing
It was
to
very
an
good.
extent. I mean, Shanks, when did we walk into One Piece?
Shakes push. All right.
I found the One Piece.
So yeah, basically, yeah, that room is.
Narrow
it's-
hallway. I mean,
and
there were a
apparently, it wasn't even the worst room there.
yeah.
It was apparently one of the better rooms.
Also, let's not forget the paper-thin walls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Could barely sleep the first night because we heard the neighbors watching TV. Not the neighbors themselves, their TV.
And like, we wouldn't shut up.
Yes.
The problem
Yeah.
for me was there was just too many pills on my bed, so I didn't move them.
So
Next to
Yeah.
Mom's picture of a naked mermaid on a seahorse.
yeah, making mermaid on a seahorse is what he got to watch all night. I got to watch this guy all
I
night.
used to bone that tip size looking about.
So what we did instead was ordered pizza, which we decided to make last the whole weekend because we didn't want to spend more than we had to.
And then in the end, we decided not to eat the last of it because it was bad.
Yeah, it was out. It was out unfridged for 2 days. So we decided just no, we're not gonna. Because
Like,
the
and
whole
this is apparently just a place that's, exclusive to the area.
Yeah, it
and what
is.
we get is, it's just slightly better Little Caesar
yeah,
at twice the price.
it's twice the size. It's basically Little Caesar with more sauce. It's like for an exclusive pizza place.
Sunday
We
morning.
tried chicken, but they wouldn't. We didn't know what the hell we were
couldn't
talking
get it out
about.
of them.
I'm sorry, but that thing that's on our menu, we don't know what it is. I would go online. These little
It's-
white boxes that
it's-
looks like they put a price on them.
Yeah,
They're completely blank.
yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It was Saturday was bad.
Yeah.
Best thing we really got was to watch people try to justify why they play certain things, like making one of their decks set up so only their circular spino dude gets above 20, and all the other ones don't even hit for numbers.
It's, yeah. As you would expect, most of the people at the Last Chance qualifier
Weren't good, is what he's trying to say.
But the view outside the boat was nice.
But at least there were some
yeah, I
wins
mean, we
there.
got some nice pictures on that first day.
Yeah, we got some nice pictures. I still got to freaking pry open my phone's rubber thing so I can actually get the SD card in
I
there.
couldn't find anyone we were looking for on that first day.
Still laughing at the overpriced souvenirs.
Oh, yeah, freaking souvenirs.
And everything else.
Freaking burger there costs like $14.
I was like, so yeah, the cheapest thing for breakfast is a cup of coffee for about $4 or $8. We're gonna get something else.
It's like, yeah, and of course, it's like, if it weren't for that bus that we didn't find out until the next day,
Yeah.
we would have probably not had dinner the following
I'll have
night.
to eat a banana from Starbucks.
Yeah, eat your $2 banana.
Oh man.
Just
You gotta-
jeez.
So Sunday finally rolls around.
We're like, alright, let's get going. Oh, hey look, it's people that took secondary. It's nice to meet you guys. Still trying to find those people.
We didn't until later.
Lion Bastarda said he was going to yell your name through the halls.
Yeah, so we started, we wrote our deck lists, and actually we had a piece of paper designed for them because
Yeah, thank God. And the deck list was a lot less painful to do this time.
It was.
Just because the decks were basically the same.
Yeah.
We already knew everything.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Got to see some pretty cool mats. Got to torture one of our friends with the fact that those mats existed. Yes.
And all of the sleeves forever. Like,
Yep, and like almost every single
there were
sleeve.
dozens, maybe like more than 100 designs there.
Yeah, I bought
Yep,
two
all
band.
for pretty good prices.
I bought 2 band sleeves, 1 standard size, so that I have to put another sleeve inside of them
Yep.
and keep them.
In fact, it's there. I got this mat for like $15.
We actually saw a Kisaki cosplayer there.
Yep.
And
Actually, I don't think that's the first time we've seen her yet.
oh really?
I almost want to say the same. I don't know. It's
I
hard
was
to
just
say.
talking with her goofy Asian friend, talking with this accent. We were talking about why you know double cream.
Yeah, they were having an Asian off.
Why you know Dr. Gold Paladin?
I had no tactical paladin.
That's gonna be my favorite thing to say. But yeah, we turn in our deck sheets. And along we get 2 deck boxes. One of them we got for the Rachel golf art, then the Bermuda deck box we were looking for. Aren't we missing a demonic trapezist girl?
Yeah, it's just we are. We didn't get our promo cards until the start of round 1.
Which
And
people
when I say the start of round 1,
Sorry,
I mean
we
an
mean
hour
the.
before round 1.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Vanguard, are you ready? Well, hold on an hour because we're just trying to, help Vi Schwartz. We're trying to, make Vi Schwartz
Both
good.
tournaments
Both
Yeah,
English and
they had
Japanese.
2 different White Schwartz tournaments
in the same room.
and they were taking
Yes.
priority over the freaking national tournament.
Well, thanks for that, Bushiro. You just lost some money because I'm not going to buy your Vi Schwartz anymore.
Yeah,
I'll still spend a
it's
whole bunch of Vanguard.
pretty bad when they have these tournaments that are just regular tournaments. They're just because they're there, being superseded by the main one, and it was bad because they also had only one announcer for both, all 3, I should say. So
Yeah, one PA
yeah.
system or whatever the crap.
Yeah, so at one
At least it
point,
wasn't one judge.
so what happened at one point was they didn't announce which playing
I think
group.
they said it's
It-
like, attention, roll.
Is that
everyone
something?
ready?
Is everyone ready? Start.
Stand
They hear
up.
stand up the
And
Vanguard,
of course, no, the whole
and then
staff freaks
and all these
out.
staff freaks out and just starts running through the aisles,
no,
telling
no,
everyone to stop.
Why
Yes.
not?
Because
We've been waiting here all day.
it turns out it's because they meant start by Swartz. I don't know which one.
Because
It's like, so yeah, we had
yeah, I
to.
wish I was kidding when I say we were waiting there for an hour.
Yeah, I wish you
after
do.
the parent went
I clocked it. It was like over an hour, but I think it was an hour and
then
15 minutes.
Remember the rulings? It's like, make sure you're starting Vanguard to grade 0 because we had someone start with a grade 1. Some people started off with grade 1s because they didn't want to redo their turn.
Right.
I just
It's
God,
yeah.
people.
It was.
And it's just they were super strict about the rules.
Oh yeah, they were super thick. They were like they were on your ass the whole
I
day.
understand, but on the other hand, you're not making us feel very welcome here.
Like they're saying that they're telling every single person that they're gonna write down every single mistake you make after the first round.
And then they're not going to tell you again, and you'll get real penalties after that.
Except yeah, luckily we had this one judge during like the 3rd round or 4th round who didn't carry on a board or anything, didn't care. He was like, no, just make sure you do it this way next time. It's fine.
Make sure your checks go into that trigger zone, and then they go into your hand before doing the next one, or so help me.
Yeah,
and
you have to do that. Don't move your guardians out of the circle until they're done doing their checks or whatever,
Don't drop like I'm guarding with these because they're discarding cards.
etc. They they were really on you about
Just
that all week.
On. If the
All
players
weekend.
know what is going on, what is the problem? In fact, that makes it more confusing for some
does.
people.
Especially because usually it doesn't matter all that much.
I just had to ask about this one ruling just in case we're doing it right. I made an Inferno Cup reference because excuse me, Mr. Judge.
It's not judge. It
But
was
actual matchups.
The extras up themselves are actually
Oh
pretty
no,
nice.
there was, I think there was one other thing in relation
Another
to...
thing?
Judge ruling and whatnot.
Right, okay. It wasn't until later in the day, but... Because apparently none of these judges have ever read the freaking rule book. You remember this. Turn order?
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember.
It's
Yeah.
It's
It's
explicitly
supposed
states,
to happen before you draw any cards. And of course, you know,
It's
these
so
guys
hilarious.
are
Yeah, we have this one group of guys who are adamant that
insisted that it happens post-Mulligan. You don't get any choice in your...
So, yeah, like how many times did we actually read the rule book for every single trial?
Yeah. Well, that's also a lesson for you out there who go to the next one. Carry the rule book on you,
Yeah,
so you can
otherwise
point
you're just
it
gonna
out.
get-
We know you've got trial next.
Yeah. You,
Plus,
you
you know, when the judge staff doesn't even fucking know it.
Yeah, because judges. Yeah, the judges say we don't know. Just choose. So
Of course, our opponents are being bullheaded about it, so there's nothing. we can
it's
do. Refusal to play is a problem too.
Oh yeah, like they were like freaking encouraging rule sharking
Basically.
by doing it this way.
Let's see, how did round one start off?
I think round one.
I went against
I got
Sephiroth.
the blood.
Pre-game, hey, I don't even remember most of my
This is
matches.
easy. This is easy for me. Sephiroth, made with Trilling Rose. Pulls the starting vanguard behind the pulling starting vanguard behind the vanguard, rides because he missed road. Well, didn't get the right chain off. So I'm like swinging for 15, and I'm only at 11k dote. I'm still gonna guard for no pass because it's easy and I don't want you to right through me. I kept on swinging, kept on guarding. I'm like, how many cards do you have left? 2. I'm gonna take your rear guards. I'm keeping you at 3. And then I proceeded to destroy you. My turn.
Yeah, it wasn't a very hard matchup. Like, I kept him at 4 the whole game. He was silly enough to ride the blood. Cross-ride the blood at first opportunity, even though, you know, he had the chance to Thunderbolt right there. So he's just sitting there, 4 face-up damage the entire game, because I'm just swing rear, swing back, critical trigger, and of course he can't take any of these attacks. So I just keep trolling him, and he never gets a game copy, so all good in the hood for me. And by the time he decided not to guard, I flip another crit, dead.
So how about you?
Freaking, I don't really remember my first match.
You just Alfreded him?
Trying my best to outfit him. If I recall, what happened to me for most of my games was the same that usually happens when I get into tournaments that actually matter. Alfred doesn't want to show up. Calamides doesn't want to show up, so I have to force Soul Saver to come out early. And then I don't get any columns to fight with, so I lose. It was pretty much like the whole day, except for like for 2 of the matches.
So round 1, kind of easy for us. Round 2,
I got another of the blood, I think. I lost to this one though, because like I'm sitting at 2 and he goes for the ultimate break and I'm like, whatever. I mean, my normal move, okay, let it go. Crit, so now I suddenly go from 2 to 5. And I don't hit any damage triggers, so I have to drop like another 4 cards on his rear guards, and that was just devastating.
I remember.
I had the null in my hand too, and I was considering using it, but I'm like, no.
Yeah, I remember that too.
This is going to cost me too much.
Yeah.
I ended up
Ended up.
just getting overwhelmed on that one swinging card advantage alone.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I actually remember mine
It's not
for that
necessarily a
one.
mistake even.
It was against the Aquaforce. And then speaking of what you were saying about trying to decide what to do, I decided the wrong move, which was giving a crap about any of my rear guards. I should have just let the Maelstrom hit.
At least the one time.
Yeah, because it's the thing that I keep forgetting. Just let the Maelstrom hit the first time. Because if it's early on, which it was, and I don't have anything worth saving because Royal Paladins can't give me good cards ever. I could have taken the hit. They would have gotten their extra card. I would have lost one, but you know what? I would have had 3 cards at the end that would have kept me in the game.
That and like, this guy was just pulling all the triggers in the gun go.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you know, it happens.
Uphill.
this is where I won the entire tournament, did not care about anything else.
Was it that round or was it
Yeah,
round 5?
it wasn't round 5, it was this round.
Oh.
Here's the thing, I was like, it was a dope mirror match. I'm like, alright, I go first. Draw. Pass. Second turn, take, draw, ride Blu-ray Draco Kid and grab my grade 1. So I didn't cross ride into Dote. I just kept on swinging his Burning Horn because they're 18 and this was like 17. Kept on defending it with nulls. I'm going to attack that Burning Horn. And I was like, I think it was a Kimnar behind it. It's like finally another grade 1 swing with 18. He finally decides to no guard because he just burned 3 nulls on Burning Horn. I'm like, alright, Persona Blast, now I've got more advantage. Next turn, double crit, both on Burning Horn, swing, he was 5k short.
Yeah, he won everything forever on that one. Just, yeah,
Man,
what happens when
yes,
your
was.
opponent has like nothing, and they commit everything to protect their nothing?
Yeah, basically the long and short of it, it's being an important lesson in just let hits go. Sometimes it's just worth it in the long run.
It's better to take a turn 3 dote than rather just take a late game dote and you just already used up your resources.
Yep,
Because most of your decks using limit break, so now you're just going to be at it even
and it's the same with the Maelstrom. If it's early on, you don't have enough important things, just let them die. You could probably replace them later.
And if they didn't Persona Blast or do whatever, you're already just playing the game normally.
I'm still bum-fuzzled over 3 damage checks, no trigger.
I've had games with 10 plays before, so I understand.
Yep.
Whatever, that happened.
Round
It
4
it was our first loss of the day, no big deal. I mean, we were still in it. What the heck happened in round 3?
In round 3, we went with that Master Lord Blaster.
No, I remember round
For
3.
me, yes. I lost a blood just because of lack of momentum. That's it.
I got paired with Dote. You know, I'm expecting to have to work a little bit. No, I just ride my grade 3, attack, crit. Tom's now 25. He doesn't hit any damage trigs. You can't block Tom.
Yeah.
Dead.
I think I guarded when he wrote his grade 3 because, like, I don't want that to happen to me now.
I went against the Master Lord Blaster deck. The first one that I even saw the whole day.
And
There's barely any in our region, too.
Yeah, it was,
and
apparently
the guy
underdog.
he had that game. He threw it away.
Yep, threw it away.
Basically.
Because I was having it.
I don't know. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know because like I said before, almost every single one of my matches, and including that one, was an uphill one because I kept getting nothing I could play, and basically he had me in a spot because again I had like nothing good on the field.
2 5Ks.
Yeah, 2 A's and a Gordon.
And Gordon on the field. Now, this guy still had 2 lanes left. You know, one of them's a honking Palamedes column and critical. It shouldn't be any problem, but no, he decides to attack with the Palamedes column first.
Yep.
And of course, you're gonna throw the Gordon from the guards. And, oh, look, you're alive.
Yeah.
Even though he damn well should have attacked the Gordon with the non-threatening column first, and just won the game right there. But so got a bit lucky on that.
Yeah.
And then after round 3, we got our 1 p.m. break. Oh wait, no, they got rid of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were supposed to have a half-hour break for lunch and stuff. It was said so, if I recall, somewhere.
Yeah, but before the event, they were like, no, we're not
It's
doing
like,
that.
no, we're not getting your half-hour break. You just got to keep playing all the way through.
I believe I shorts.
I do too, because
Okay,
because we cut the top 4 like at around like 1, so we were getting done fast.
round 4 went against Lawkeeper. I remember this. I didn't have many cards. I had 3 dotes in my hand. Right now, I'm like, you know what? I need to do something. I'm gonna call dote, attack your intercept, swing a van. All right, critical. Everything on the van. I'm gonna Persona Blast that. And then just ended up winning. I don't remember.
Was it MLB? Right, it was MLB. I remember this specifically because he was not getting any trigs whatsoever. In fact, his last drive check was MLB Gancelot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I hit like at least 2 heals, every single chocolate. He just could not do anything. Understandably so. Sucked to be him.
Do you remember your round 4?
I freaking A. The only other battle I remember is the last one I had.
It had to be Aquaforce.
I think it was Aquaforce. Yeah, it was Aquaforce. It never, and I followed my rules that time from winning from the last one.
Just let him go
And
bring him back.
I let it go early. He killed my thing. I didn't care, and it ended up me having more than enough cards in my hand to stay in the guard when it mattered near the end. So yeah, freaking consistent point. Just let the Maelstrom hit early. You won't even care.
Round 5 was incredibly bad for me because I didn't have my grade 3, so I used 2 Gojos, drew an Overlord, drive check another Overlord. So he went first, he already rode Coco, and decided to Psychic Berg as well. So I was like, alright, he has a wall of cards. I took the mistake of dropping all 3 of my Dragonic Overlords and not having room for a Berserk Dragon. And Dope never showed up.
Oh,
and then he proceeded to ride Cookie, and then called Luckbird. So I'm like, I'm not getting through this.
Like, even then, like, your Dope never hit anyway.
I didn't have Dope.
Well, that's the thing. Even if you did, it wasn't working.
Yeah. For
Bad
round.
matchup.
Yeah.
My chain fell apart for the first time of the day, unfortunately. And despite that, I still got my 6th soul. I drew my stuff, but you know, the odds were against me, and the half moon just never showed up to go back to 11. And I'm getting my ass kicked by like Lazarus and stuff. Yeah, Basil and Lazarus. It was bad. I mean, in the end, I did everything I could.
Yeah. For me, again, stacked up against me. I don't remember what I was playing against because that was when they were like giving us all those extra things to remember not to mess up. So I was like, oh crap, I can't make sure I don't do anything out of habits.
Yeah. So it probably was just like.
So I just remember what my field looked like. At the end, and it was freaking Gordon and Margol. Gordon had to go away for the thing, but it was there during the last thing. Soul Saver and Margol. And I think I forget what the last one was. I think it was Margol and Toy Poogle. So it was what I had to use because I had nothing else for the whole game. It was so one-sided. I still managed to get him up to 5 though.
Rankings, yeah. After that, top 4 rankings. Almost everyone was 3-2. We were just one of the average ones, placed 11.
It's probably because of our first losses early.
The differences between us, like for the number rankings, were in the hundreds or thousands. So very minute differences. We didn't care. Let's go have fun.
We decided to just have fun with the rest of our day.
In the house. There was. Playing with friends was a lot more fun than the actual tournament itself.
And it didn't have to be that way. They just had to freaking cool off on the rules
everyone
get a rule book out here for when we were having trouble with that one guys who were assisting.
What on earth is wrong with just leaving both of your cards there to, you know, make sure your opponent gets a fair chance to see them?
Everyone got so serious. I didn't want to look at the top 4 because there was just
I didn't care after that point.
I didn't know I was supposed to be outside. I just snuck up behind the judge, seeing what they were playing. It's like, oh, you have to be over there. And Ken was like, how'd you do that? Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm a ninja.
I accidentally walked into their top 4 and 8. Like, I only know how I did it. I was just walking around just trying to get people for my 3DS. And it's like, next thing I knew, I was like in the middle of the judges just watching. And it's like, oh, crap, I'm not even supposed to be here. I better go.
I think it was when we were waiting for an hour for the first round. That's when we also got a triple Jesus.
Yeah.
Minute detail, but and I wasn't using Dote against our friends because I didn't bring in my decks because we didn't need them. We were converting this deck, Dote into Goku.
Right after, because we actually like Goku.
Yeah, we actually like playing Goku.
Some guy walks up and is like, hey guys, got anything for trades? Like,
no, unless you want Dotes.
Yeah, I want Dotes.
Like, we didn't even have to try. The opportunity just
walked up to us to get rid of them.
After we had already resolved long before we get to this thing. Get rid of these.
Because we all know it's not going to matter soon.
Because guess what? The blood's better than Dope. That's why it's not. Well, it's more like the people know how to go against Dope. And here's the thing. You can't stop Vermilion because they have ways around it. And you're going to lose something no matter what. That and people were just like bad at this game or something. I don't know.
And then we went off to dinner because we didn't want to eat on the boat and we also weren't feeling like ordering out because it would take too long and we were starving because we didn't get our lunch break.
We found the free shuttle.
Yeah, we found the shuttle bus.
Thank God.
Went downtown.
Went to downtown. It looks a freaking nice place. Palm trees and sand everywhere. Got nice pictures of sunset, etc. It was pretty great.
We could literally swim to the Queen Mary's.
Yeah, it was literally on the other side.
There wasn't a barrier on both sides.
We would have just walked there. But we were just trying to avoid to eat. Couldn't really decide. No McDonald's in sight. And then
we just start walking.
It's
a
like,
little
hey
bit.
guys, there's Scooters. We're grown men. Let's just get cheap food.
and
there was
then I looked to the right, and I'm like, ooh, I see Famous Dave's. I have their barbecue sauce. Let's go there.
Alrighty then. Little did we know.
No.
That was a gem of paradise.
It was like the best idea
We walked in
I've
the
ever
door
had.
immediately. We are kings.
Yeah, they were freaking like the nicest people, and they were freaking everyone there was nice. It's like it was great.
We're waiting for reservations. Like you can wait to the bar.
You can wait in the bar if you want,
Yeah.
and get some drinks.
Seats are free. You don't have to wait to see
Yeah,
there.
it was. So we went there. We got cherry coke, and by cherry coke I mean they took coke and put cherry juice in it. Freaking awesome.
Better than your everyday cherry coke.
I didn't feel like having soda, so I was like, you want water? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, tried all their sauces. Freaking some good ones. Some ones that weren't as good because whatever. And then we finally got our chance to order. We all chose burgers. Best.
Jack and Stacks literally had thin onion rings inside the burger.
Yeah, free thin onion rings. We got one that had bacon and like slathered in sauce.
Their famous fries?
Free fries are more like apple slices filled with potato.
Yeah,
they were
powerful.
It was.
They're like the potato wedges from
It
Jewel,
was.
but just
like everything. It was so powerful.
And it was so powerful that Elliot couldn't even. Elliot, this guy here, was the only one of us who could not finish his food. It was that much food. He was like, and that wasn't the only big thing there. We saw someone order nachos, and we saw the nachos go by. It was like, here, just show how big it was. It was huge.
No, this doesn't even.
It's not even. It was bigger than that.
It's like somewhere around here.
Like this is the nachos.
Yeah, it was like nachos were like
With
about
the
that,
stuff
and then there was like
piled
a
on
giant
the nachos.
pile of stuff on top of it.
That was only
It's
$8.
like all kinds. Yeah, $8, and like a giant pile of freaking stuff on top of chips. It's like a meal in of itself.
I couldn't stop eating that burger. It was so good, and I spent.
And then
like,
the rib platter.
We spent like 15 minutes savoring the meat in the afterglow.
Yeah, freaking the ribs alone. Like I saw them too. The ribs themselves were about as long as that mat.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff came with it.
I think it came with 2 sides.
Yeah, really good. 2 sides and biscuits.
They had the best waitress too.
Yeah, freaking Rachel was the nicest person and freaking helped us out every which way.
I fingered Jessica to see how she tasted. It was rich and savory. She signed her name in sauce.
And like right next to us, sink.
Yeah, a sink with paper towels and stuff for people to wash their. Yeah, free sauce removal.
Not for drinking, whatever.
So yeah, so we didn't even have to walk anywhere to just wash our hands off from all the sauce everywhere. It was such a good place, and it made me sad when I found out the only one that was nearby is closed down. Because I would have gone there if they weren't. And that was like one of the highlights of the day, and that's sad considering that was the national tournament day.
Yeah, so we just sort
Playing
of
with friends and good food.
waddle out of there.
Freaking stuffed to the brims.
I forgot to mention a few of the games that we did before that. Like,
We only have much time, so.
Let's Vivian go. Vivian, superior call, lop your shooter. Lop your shooter, superior call, lop your shooter. Superior call, carrot. Well then. That was the dirtiest thing I ever.
Oh, it's like right when we converted the dope deck into Goku. Alright, you want to use it? Sure. I'm gonna burn everything.
I did burn everything too. I think his exact reaction was, "No, I don't want this anymore."
I guess we should probably start cutting to the end. We're running out of time.
Oh yeah, came back. It was late at night. We went out to the lobby, played some games with some other nocturnal friends.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Saltiest man you've ever met out there.
He was trying to defend Ashley by saying that Salome is good.
Well, here's the thing. You can't say that Dai Kaiser is bad
when you can overguard and just when you make some overguard and you can destroy 2 nulls.
No, when at worst it is Ashley. At best it just won.
Oh, and I just realized, why don't you break Ryan's zeal on top of Dai Kaiser?
Hellraisers.
It stands.
Hellraisers.
Yeah. Oh, and he was so, like, you getting really salty going against that one really adorable girl using Kai decks.
Yep.
Hitting all the triggers and like,
Aquaforce could not win.
Yeah. I just gotta keep on blocking Doe because I know you have it.
Alright.
Now I don't have the cards.
We got like about a minute or two left. So